Hi, my loves. Welcome back to Talks&Tingles. I know I fell off once again, but here I am for episode 3. What I am going to be talking about today is going to be about manifesting. So, if you've ever been interested in manifesting, if you've ever tried it, you don't know if you're doing it right, I'm just going to talk mostly about like my own personal journey with it and also some stuff that just literally happened yesterday. Um, I was I was manifesting and also showing gratitude to the universe, and I got a response like that. And I was blown away because I've never gotten it so quickly. Um, but yeah, so we'll get started. So with manifesting, it can be very tricky because it's literally a mind game. At least to me, it feels like more of a mind game because you have to be able and willing to like let it go. I know it's hard to let go of something that you want so desperately, like you need it right now. But the universe isn't always gonna give it to you right when you need it. It's gonna give it, or it's not gonna, how do you say it? It's not going to give it to you when you want it. It'll give it to you when you need it. When you actually need it. And 9 times out of 10, when you need it is not when you want it. So when I first started manifesting, it was just more of along the lines of like speaking it into existence, um, writing it down on paper like 3 times. I don't remember what I used to do. I used to do a bunch of little different things. Writing it down on a piece of paper, folding that paper towards myself so that I'm able to bring it. Like you could do these things, you cannot do these things. Whatever feels more comfortable to you. That's literally, I always talk about this, but that's literally why I love spirituality, because it's so versatile. You don't have to do something a specific way that everybody else does. You can do one piece of what that somebody does, and then if you meet somebody else that does a completely different thing, you could take a piece from there. You can do exactly as somebody else. You can mix and match. You can come up with your own little way of manifesting. Like that's honestly probably like the best feeling ever, because growing up as a Catholic, it was always like everything has to be in order. Everything is by the book. Everything is this way, or everything is not that way. So I feel like there's more creative freedom, if that makes sense, when it comes to spirituality. And I'm so sorry. I probably look like super tired. I don't have lashes. I'm getting my lashes done today, though. But anyways, I just keep looking at myself and I'm like, oh my god, I look so tired, but I'm really not. Anyways, back to the manifesting. You can meditate. I like using my grounding oil. Wait, hold on. I like to use my grounding oil from Glamour Witch Boutique whenever I do any type of meditating, whether that's for manifesting or just meditation in general. What else? You could hold crystals. Like if you're specifically focusing on abundance, you're specifically focusing on money, you could always grab some of the crystals that resonate more with like money and abundance, which is like pyrite, green aventurine, tiger's eyes for like luck. There's a couple other ones I can't think of at the moment. I'm not very good like off the top of my head. Like I have a whole little list. But yeah, I do money bowls also. I just did this one. So I put the little Bank of Heaven card because I don't like to burn them. They don't burn very well. I also put some of my Josh paper, which is the ancestor money. I put real money. I have this baggie of mixed crystals so you can see. And then I have coins down here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. There's salt in there and cinnamon sticks. See that cinnamon stick? And then there's salt. I always put salt first, and this is a selenite bowl for those that are watching the YouTube video. I haven't uploaded this, but when I do, there's gonna be people who are not watching, just listening to my podcast. But in here there's like clear quartz, there's green aventurine, think that's a tiger's eye. Let's see, what else is there? It's mostly what it looks like. And this is something else, but I don't know what it's called. It looks like soda light. I could be wrong, because this one I think I got this from, was it Glamour Witch Boutique? I don't remember actually where I got this, but it was like an intention crystal. Like, that's what it was meant to be. It was like it's meant to be a little baggie filled with crystals that all are about abundance and money and stuff like that. But that's an example for all of you to see. The Josh paper, which is the ancestor money, and the Bank of Heaven card, I got those off of Amazon. You just want to search Josh paper, JOSS paper, or ancestor money. I forget what else they call it. They have like the regular like American dollars. They have, I think I've seen some with like the queen on it, so like I don't know what they call the pounds. I don't know if the bills are pounds. I don't know how that works. I've seen like Asian or Chinese or Japanese money. I want to say Japanese. I'm trying to remember. My memory's sometimes good, sometimes bad. I also have my Taurus hair wrap in right now, and there's lots of crystals in here for luck, and that are also tied into the Taurus. And the green to me always reminds me of money, abundance, surrounding yourself with those colors. But let me see, I'm trying to think what other things I used to do. I've done honey jars. That was when I thought I wanted to be, that's when I was like, not when I thought I wanted to be a witch. I've always wanted to be a witch. But it just wasn't for me. I enjoy it, and like, I still do little things here and there that I taught myself during, like, when I was, I think, what was it? Brujita Sirena. That was my very first TikTok name. So if you are an OG, you know that's what it was. When I had my logo where she had just like crystals, and she was like in a tube top, and like it was almost like she was in a bathing suit. I don't remember, but when I had black hair, and she has crystals and like crystals all around her, and that was when I was Brujita Sirena, not Healing Sirena yet. I didn't become a Healing Sirena until I started learning Reiki. Because I wanted to branch away from being a witch, because I didn't consider myself a witch. I was like trying to and being open to it. There was a lot of things I did like, but it just didn't click for me, if that makes sense. And then once I found Reiki, like everything just like boom, 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 clicked. So when I did the Brujita Sirena, I was doing like spell jars. So I've made spell jars before. I was reading tarot cards, my oracle cards. I did honey jars. Honey jars was basically just like to not make somebody be nicer to you, but to like bring that energy in to make them be nicer to you. I just don't like that word, like forcing somebody to be nice to me. It was more like highlighting your qualities to that person type of spell, I guess you could say. I say it worked because I thought it worked, but that's just me. I used to write on the paper all the time, folding it towards myself, manifesting that way. My problem with manifesting, though, that I didn't really think was that big of a deal, was the letting go part. I didn't let it go. Like, I wouldn't stop thinking about it, and I would constantly be looking for those signs that I was asking the universe to send me. Like, if I said, send me a purple car, I would be on the lookout for a purple car. Like, you have no idea. I was so bad. Like, I would look at toys, I would look in the streets, I would like purposely go on Facebook and look, like, because I've heard stories like, oh, and then I was scrolling through Facebook and I found whatever I asked my ancestors to send me, my spirit guides to send me. So I would adamantly be looking for this purple car, and it's like that's all I focused on, was like, I need to see this purple car now. Like, I need to see it now. um, and I wouldn't see the purple car. So I'm very impatient as it is, but manifesting just makes me more impatient, and I know a lot of people struggle with that as well. um, that was kind of my issue with meditating as well. Like, I have such a squirrel brain. Like, any little thing, I'm like, what, huh, what was that noise? And even though I know what the noise is, um, but yeah, I did those types of things in the beginning, and then I just started meditating more, focusing on meditation. I hadn't done spells in so long, or any kind of like little rituals. I just started doing money rituals. That's when I got the paper money, the ancestor paper money. Josh. Okay, make sure my alarms are off. It's like 4 a.m. right now, so I have to get up earlier and record in the morning, because recording in the evening is just, it hasn't been working out for me. So I started to try to change up my routine and get up earlier, record a bunch of stuff in the morning for the day or for the next day, and then just slowly throughout the day posting them. And it's kind of been working. So I wanted to focus. I got up late yesterday, so I wanted to focus today on doing either a YouTube or a podcast, but I haven't done a podcast video in a long time, so I decided to do that. And then I'll probably work tomorrow morning. Oh no, wait, tomorrow morning I'm flying out. We're in Oregon tomorrow, because I'm posting this today, so you guys will see this. But yeah, I've been trying to just change up my routine. I want to start doing ice baths, but I'm going to start with cold showers. I've heard that they're really good for you. So we'll try and do that. See how that goes. That's Hershey. Hershey likes to come with me in the mornings because he hears me, and then I take him out. So, but yeah, anyways, back to manifesting. I get so off topic. I'm so sorry. Those were the main things that I did. I started doing money rituals. I actually want to try doing this simmer pot, and I know there's an abundance one from Glamour Witch Boutique. She sells like basically everything you need for the simmer pot. You just put it in the pot, let it simmer. And this one's a cleanse and protect one. It has lemon, rosemary, sage, clove, hyssop, and star anise. I don't know what it says. Yerba Santa too. Like, I smudge a lot, and I would smudge and ask the universe to like remove any and all what do you say, like blocks, financially, abundantly, like creatively, spiritually, whatever I was focusing my manifesting on. I started journaling. Let me see if I can find my journal. I don't think it's right. Oh, it's under the laptop. So, but I had a journal, and I would write in the journal specifically what I wanted. And I would, in the beginning, that's how I started. Like, I would specifically just say, I want this, I need that, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, as I was studying more and more into manifesting, I found out that you have to speak it as if you already have it. Like, you're basically thanking the universe for what you don't have, and just speaking that into existence. So like, if I was trying to manifest for more money, more income, being more financially stable, I would have to change my I want to be financially stable to thank you for making me financially stable. Thank you for I'm trying to word it right. I am financially stable. I am saving money. I am better with my money. Like, I am, as if you're already doing it. Even if you're broke right now, like, just say it like you are. And you have to mean it. You really do. Because there's been times where I've been really, really down and I'm just like, I don't believe this, but it's like, I gotta write, I am. But then, like, as I'm writing, I am, in my head, I'm like, I want, I need, I will. But you really have to be in that, like, how does Russ always says it too, and he's like, if you ever read his book, in his book he says, like, he was just, what's the word for it, like, just so out of there. Like, he would talk about tweets that he used to tweet, like, $1 million a mix or something like that, and that he was going to be at the Grammys and he was going to take home 10 Grammys. Like, he was just, he says it too, it's a specific word, I can't think of the word, and it's going to bother me, remember later when I'm at work. But it's basically like, he believes in himself so much that it's like, it's make believe, but to him it's real. So other people from the outside, this person is crazy, like, there's no way that you truly believe this. And he was like, no, like, I believe it. Like, I know that my time is coming. I know it's gonna be this year, it's gonna be that year. Like, he would always put timelines on things, and I was doing the same thing. So after I read his book, I think it's called Get in Your Head. It's like the yellow book with like a little the head on the cover, and I think it's Get Out of Your Own Head, or Get Out of Your Head by Russ, the rapper. That's a really good book if you're thinking about manifesting and if you need some kind of a boost or something, because he even says it, like, he says that he put a timeline on everything, and once he just stopped doing it to get to his goal, like, he was just doing it out of love of making music, that's when he started to blow up. And I've noticed that around that time that I was reading his book, I was like, okay, like, I'm good right now. Like, yes, I'm not making a bunch of money, I'm living at home, because that's around the time that, if you all don't already know, that I had surgery on my arm twice. So I was out of work, I was on unemployment for like maybe like a year and a half. I was living at my mom's house, and on unemployment you do not make that much. Like, you make like either like a third or 2/3 of what you used to make, and I wasn't making that much to begin with. I was just working at a warehouse, so I really wasn't making that much on unemployment. Like, I was barely getting by. I was barely able to pay my phone bill and my car payment, car insurance. Those were the, like, legit only 3 bills I had, other than helping my mom out from time to time, which my mom doesn't really accept help, so I really didn't really help that much. I probably could have helped a lot more than I did, but my mom is a different breed when it comes to us. You know, she's great. Love my mom and I appreciate her. So around that time, I was barely getting by. I wasn't able to do anything fun, because literally all my money went to my bills. And when I was reading that book, I was like, okay, I'll stop, because I wasn't like adamantly trying to like blow up a little bit on TikTok at all. Like, I really never ever thought that anybody would even follow me. Like, I never thought I would go past like maybe 2,000 followers. I feel like that's like the standard for people. It's like around 2,000. Anywhere less, like 2,000 is like the max, you know, for like just average people like me. So once I started hitting like 10,000 and 15,000, 100,000, 200,000, and then when I hit 300,000, I was just like, that's crazy. Why? And it was because I was doing what I love. Like, I really do love doing Reiki. I do not do it as much as I used to, and I'm trying to get myself back into focusing on things that I like to do, because it's mostly the relationship that I've been in. I'm the type that when I'm in a relationship, I allow the other person to not take over my wants and my needs and my likes. It's just a lot of us do it. Like, I know a lot of people are guilty of it, but like we tend to want to do things that the other person does, especially as the female role. Like we usually do things that our male partners like to do, or the more masculine partner in the relationship likes to do. And we kind of lose ourselves, and like we turn into other people. And it's like I noticed a lot when my came home. I don't even like talking about it. And I lost myself. That's why I fell off with my content. That's why my followers are now not at 300,000. Like, yeah, I know I'm like right under 300K. But like once I started to see the drop in my followers, I was like, wow, I'm not doing what I love. I'm not doing what I love anymore. The little content that I do post is like rushed, and it's just more along the lines of like I gotta get content out. I still like, I don't know how to explain it, but so I actually started manifesting when my relationship had started getting like, because there's been a lot of toxicity in the relationship. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of downs, guys. I'm gonna be completely wholeheartedly honest. Like this last year has been very hard for me. It's been a really big eye opener. It's been a really big experience for me that I was not ready to go through, and I really didn't think I would have to go through at my age. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster of emotions, and dealing with a drug addict or alcoholic, whatever. I don't even know what he considers himself anymore, but dealing with all of those things, and just it's a lot. It's a lot. And I lost myself. I found myself, I lost myself, I found myself, I lost myself so many times this last year that like I finally just like maybe like this last month have decided like I'm not losing myself again. Like it took me so long to find myself. It took me so long to be happy in my body, to love myself, and it's like I don't feel like that right now. And so I started manifesting probably like 2-3 months ago. Before, it might have been earlier this year, like January, I started manifesting like I'm gonna focus more. Like I've been manifesting on more stuff for me. I stopped manifesting about my relationship. I stopped manifesting about financial stability. I started manifesting about me, my needs, what makes me happy, what keeps me going. And so I started manifesting like I'm gonna continue to do content. I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna put out content that means something to me, that I actually take the time to do and think and all that stuff. And then so I've been manifesting like this in my journal mostly. Like I just write down like I am grateful, I own a house, I have a great channel, I continue to grow on TikTok, I'm continuing to grow on YouTube, I have 1 million followers, I have all these things that I've been manifesting. And I feel like yesterday was just like the biggest relief on my shoulders, because I've been manifesting this stuff for so long. Like, yes, of course I still manifest financial stability. I still manifest to be able to work for myself, to be self-employed, to not have to go to a 9 to 5. Even though I really enjoy my job, it is a goal for me. Like I don't want to have a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I've never been a 9 to 5 type of person. And yes, I work for a great company and stuff, but it's like it's just not my dream. And I hope one day that this can become my dream, that this could be my one source of income, that this could be what I keep seeing 333. But yeah, so I've just been manifesting my little heart away. But yesterday, what I did was I didn't do it on 7/7, because 7/7 there was that portal that was open, right? And we were all supposed to manifest. And I had seen this one video and I saved it to do it that day, but with everything going on at home, I ended up not doing it, and I was really upset with myself because I again was starting to lose myself. I was not putting the time and effort in things that I like to do because I had to take care of whatever and whatever. So I ended up doing it yesterday, and I didn't do it as the like 7-7 portal thing. Like, I just did it as a manifestation in general. And so yesterday I wrote down 7 things that I was grateful for, 7 things that I'm currently manifesting, and 7 ways of how it would change my life. I wrote all these things down. I spoke in the present tense for my manifesting, like, I have this, I am successful doing this, like, I do not do that. Like, I was just speaking in the present moment. So make sure that you do that. And the gratitude things was just like, I'm grateful for being humble. I'm grateful for having a healthy son and a healthy little puppy who I consider as my child. I'm grateful that I'm healthy. Stuff like that. I don't exactly remember everything else, but anyways, I took this little paper, right? I folded it 3 times towards myself. So it was like a notebook paper that I have at work. So I took it, folded it in half towards me, folded that half in half towards me, and folded that, I think I turned it and folded it towards me one more time. So I had like a little square. And then I kept it right under my desk because I did this at work. I was just like, I was on something yesterday. I don't know. I just did not want to be at work yesterday, but that's a Monday for you, right? So I left it because I have like these little cubbies under my risers for my screens. So I put in my little cubby, didn't think about it. Started working, and then like in the middle of me working, for whatever reason, I had to pull out my debit card because I had just got a new one and I had to like enter it or something. Enter the new one because I hadn't entered it into my phone because for the autofill, and I had to delete the old card because I had some fraudulent stuff on my thing. So I had to cancel my old card, get a new card. I was stressed. And I was uploading or entering my new card and getting it, into the autofill so I don't have to be pulling it out of my wallet all the time. And as I was doing that, I just randomly started like organizing my wallet for whatever freaking reason. I was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna move these cards. I'm gonna get, I'm gonna put all of my debit cards, because I have like a Venmo debit card, a Cash App debit card, PayPal, my Chase Bank one. And I was like, okay, I use these all the time. I'm gonna move them. And so I started like reorganizing stuff. And I have like a care credit card that I used for when I got dental stuff done. And so I was moving all that stuff. And back it up, sorry. After I did my little paper of my seven manifestations, my 7 things of gratitude, and the 7 ways that it would change my life or something like that, whatever I said earlier, I told universe, I just said like, send me 4 7s. So 7 7 7 7, because I always see 3s. I rarely see 4s when it comes to my angel numbers. So I said, send me 4 7s. 7 7 7 7. Send that to me to let me know that my time is coming. Send that to me so that I know that I'm gonna be okay, that my time is coming, and it'll come whenever you are ready to send that to me. I just want to know that it's on its way to me. I don't need to know when, I don't need to know how. I just want it sent to me so that I know that it's in the works, it's in the process, it's coming to me. So I said this to myself. And then I took that little piece of paper too. I forgot about this part. See, that's why I have to go back. But I took this little piece of paper and I put it over my heart, and I closed my eyes, and I was just sitting at my desk. Thankfully, my back is turned to where everybody else walks around, so they can't see me doing all this crazy stuff, right? They could walk by and not even notice that I'm doing this. So I sat at my desk, made sure my feet were flat on the ground, and I just took some nice deep breaths. I relaxed my body, released all that tension in my body, and I asked the universe to remove any blockages, any negativity, any energy that does not belong to me, that does not serve me, that should not be with me. Wrap it in love, light, and forgiveness, and to send it back to wherever it came from, send it back to whoever I took it from, whoever sent it to me. Just send it back wherever it belongs. So as I did that, I continued to do breathing, and I just felt, I kind of like sat in my body and felt my body. I had lots of like pricks and tingles and like weird, like even now as I said that, like I just feel like this big, like heaviness on my back, just like lifting. That's what happens when you be vulnerable, guys. Don't be vulnerable if you're not ready. So I did that, and then after I like sat with my body and I noticed that my body stopped tingling, my body stopped twitching, I stopped feeling all these things, then I did the same thing. I relaxed my body, took some deep breaths, and I said, at this time, universe, you could say spirit, you could say universe, you could say God, whoever and whatever you believe in, you can swap out for universe. I just personally use universe. So for the second one, I said, universe, at this time, please return all energy taken from me, known and unknown, that does belong to me, that does serve me. Wrap it in love, light, and forgiveness, and return it back to me in its rightful place. So then I took another deep breath, and I can already feel like the bottoms of my feet just like tingling. And I just sat in it, felt my body, waited until my body stopped responding. It was nice and quiet at work, thankfully, so I was able to do all this. Continued breathing, and once I was done breathing, that's when I put my little paper in my cubby. So I asked for my 4/7, and so all this time had passed, like maybe like an hour and a half had passed, and that's when I started organizing my wallet. Well, as I'm organizing my wallet, my Care credit card that I was talking to you guys about, you know how like when you get a new credit card, you leave the sticker on them, or it comes with a sticker on there for like to activate it, right? I am so OCD. I hate when there's like stickers and stuff like that. Like even like when you get a new TV and it has like that screen protector thing, I have to peel everything off. Like I don't like it. Get it away. I get it that it keeps it newer for longer, but I can't do it when it starts to like fold and peel and like it's coming down in the corners, and I'm just like, no. So I usually remove all that stuff. And that was the only card, because I think I had just got a new PayPal card. I had already ripped it off of my new Chase card. My PayPal card didn't have one either, because I ripped that one off before I put it in my wallet. And for whatever reason, my Care credit card still had it. So like I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, ew, I needed to remove that. Like, why haven't I removed that? I've had that card for maybe 2 years. And I never peeled it off for whatever reason. Like I never felt called, and I don't even remember like it ever bothering me or me noticing it. Tell me why there was 4/7 on that sticker. It was like in the very, very top corner. It said L-7777. I looked at it and I laughed, and my boss was like, what's wrong? I was like, nothing. Like, my bad. And I was so happy, and I just felt like this big weight lift off of my shoulders. I cut that little, because it was like literally at the very tip of the sticker. So I cut it and I stuck it onto my little manifestation paper. Actually, you know what? Do I have it? Let me see. I might have it. I don't remember if I left it at work or if I put it in my bag. Oh, I hope I didn't leave it at work. Oh no, I stuck it in my wallet. Yep, I stuck it in my wallet. So you guys can see I'm not even joking. Isn't that crazy? Well, here's my little paper. I stuck it in my wallet. I probably should cut that out. I'm definitely cutting that out. There's weirdos online. Or blur it out. But yeah, I got my 4 7s, and I got it. That was literally like record timing. Like I've never gotten a sign from the universe, from spirit, so quickly. I was almost like, nah, this can't be what I asked for. And like I sat in that for a little bit, like maybe 2 seconds. It felt like forever, but it was like 2 seconds. And I was like, no, yes, you deserve that. Like, what the heck? Why are you doubting yourself? Why are you even second guessing it? Like, this is a sign from the universe. You asked for a sign, you got the freaking sign. You let that go into the universe and you accepted it for when and how, and you didn't ask for any specific days, any specific times. You didn't do none of that this time. It's yours. You deserve it. Chill. Enjoy. Like, be prepared for when it does come. Like, just prepare yourself for it, because I'm headed for greatness, and I'm really excited for it. No matter what level of greatness it does turn out to be, like for me it's gonna be an accomplishment regardless. And I'm just so ready for this roller coaster and journey. And it's been a really great ride, and I appreciate all of you for still being here. And if you're still watching this, thank you for even still watching this. Like even just that is like the biggest heartwarming thing every time I see that people even watch this, because I know people put out YouTube videos, and like I'm not even gonna lie, like when I see only 500 600, I'm like, oh my god, that video sucked. But then I have to sit back and humble myself a little bit and think, like, there's people that don't get any views, there's people that get 2 views, there's people that have 5 views and it's them watching their own video 5 times. Like, I need to humble myself. 500 is a lot, 600 is a lot. 500 people on this earth spent time to sit there and watch your video. 600 people sat there and watched your video. Just keep putting it out into the universe until more people know about it. Like, that's all it takes, and I'm not going to give up this time. I'm not giving up on myself. I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm not going to doubt myself. And it's all because of all these things that I've been manifesting for months. Sometimes it takes longer because you have to go through certain things in order to learn. So once you're able to let go of the when, the how, I promise you, your manifestations will blossom. They'll come out of the woodworks. You won't even know what to do with yourself. But yeah, hopefully that even made sense. And hopefully it was a pretty good episode. I feel like it was a really good episode. I feel really happy and content with everything right now in my life. And I'm gonna keep working on myself. I'm gonna make myself better for all of you, for myself, for my family, for my friends. I'm just very grateful. And I'm trying not to get emotional, because I feel like I've been really emotional with all of you. Like perfect strangers. I don't even know who watches this, and it's like I'm sitting here being vulnerable. Which being vulnerable has always been really hard for me, because I was always told to be strong, to not show that I'm weak, or I made myself believe that sometimes too, because showing weakness just meant people would target you more. But I'm not ashamed of being vulnerable. I'm not ashamed of being emotional anymore, and neither should you. So I hope that I can continue to help people, and I hope that things get better for all of us, and that you're able to manifest everything that you wish and that you dream and deserve. But thank you all so very much for even watching this. I hope it was a good episode for all of you. I know I got a lot off of my chest that I needed to get off of my chest, and it helps me realize a lot too when I do my healings, when I do these videos. It reminds me, like, you're human. Things happen. You just got to keep moving forward, keep manifesting, keep moving in that direction, and you'll get there eventually. You'll get there when you need to get there. Don't rush to get there. It's just like when you're a kid, you want to rush and be an adult, and then once you get to being an adult, you're like, no, I want to go be a kid again. Just live in the present moment. Enjoy your time. Enjoy what you're doing now. Don't be so focused on the past, on the future. Live now before it's too late. Our lives are never are never guaranteed. I lost my brother when he was 17, not even 18 years old. It was about 8 years ago. So I was like 21, 20, and he was turning 18. No, I was 19, turning 20, and he was 17, turning 18. Our lives are not promised to live now. Love, live, and be grateful for every minute that we get on this earth. Thank you all so very much. I hope this was a great episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. Comment down below and let me know what, if any, and all of the ways that I've ever manifested in my life are ways that you've manifest. Share in the comments ways that you manifest also, so that everybody else can hear. Just comment below. Okay, thank you. Subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.